Hi Yogins! Welcome back to Play Along Practice with Amanda Shepherd Yoga. It's nice to be back with you. I'm going to get started in a minute. I just want to make sure that you're able to do a fairly strong yoga flow. So you want to make sure you have any medical clearances and things like that. Practices tend to be about a level 2-3, so on the strong side. More the 2-3 than the 3 these days. And maybe check the description to see what we do today so you know what you're in for. Props, I'd like to have a blanket, a strap, and a couple blocks. And let's get started. I'm going to start, let's start laying on our backs. And you can have your feet any way you like. I often start in a supported Supta Baddha Konasana. Today I'm going to leave the blanket to the side, but if you want to make it supported, you can open your blanket up, roll it up like a cannoli, and place it over the ankles, bringing the outsides together, soles of the feet together, and lay it down. So that way you definitely have some nice support. Right, but I'm just going to put that to the side for today. You can also use blocks here if you prefer. And if you like unsupported, then just give a little cat-cow so you can find that sweet spot for your low back, which will be your natural lumbar curve. Breathing nice and easy. Nice deep inhale in, exhale, let go through the mouth. Find those areas that you could soften. And feel the breath animating the body with the inhale in all directions, getting more buoyant. And as you exhale, allow yourself to occupy more space lengthwise. So the breath animates us in a 3D way. It's not just the soft part of the torso that you feel moving. It also fills the back of the body and the sides. Make sure you witness all of it. Be present for all of it. Letting the breath become nice and smooth. Giving yourself a little more ability to focus on the breath by evolving from belly to chest, exhaling chest to belly. Take a couple more breaths here. Then with your exhale, let's find a Nanda Balasana. So grabbing the shins or the outside edges of the foot, you want to keep your spine long on the mat. Collarbone super wide, like you've got body shimmer on and you can see it all the way from Pluto. Knees moving towards your shoulders. Right heel in, left heel reaches away, switch it up. Back through center. Let's keep that right leg where it is. Reach the left leg long on the mat. Hanumanasana. I'm not going to spend too much time doing this. You can use your left hand to keep the side down. As I exhale, I'm going to turn the toes out and just bring that heel in towards my, towards the groin a little bit. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm going to just see if I can take this leg across the body, and the heel might find the side of the belly button on that left side. And then I'm just going to hold top of the foot with my left hand, left toes turn out, and reach that inner right knee away. So you're in like an Padmasana. I'm not going to force this. I don't want any pain in the knee. Right? So if your knee needs to be a little higher, that's okay. And then as I exhale, I'm going to lift this leg, turn those left toes out, and bend that left knee. And just see where I get. If you can easily find lotus, go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to reach the leg away. Let this foot come like a number 4. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm going to let left leg drop into the socket, bringing that knee closer in, reaching the inner right knee away from the body. Reach the hands forward. As I exhale, I'm going to round the shoulders and just see if I can wrap those toes around that right arm. And then imagine there's a giant beach ball between the floor and my palms. I'm going to roll the beach ball towards my chest as I spread the collarbones. Exhale, roll it away. Inhale, roll it in. Exhale, roll it away. Good. Now I'm going to rock the baby and reach that left leg nice and long. Push that right foot in towards your left bicep. Try to parallel the leg towards the top of the mat, and you'll feel the stretch a little more. Good. Inhale, leg to sky. As I exhale, I'm going to take that Navasana variation, drawing my low back in, lifting the chest. And then as I exhale, double pigeon. You can do Sukhasana if you prefer. Right shin over the left. The shins are parallel and flush, foot hanging right over the thigh. Right arm underneath the left. Drop the shoulders, lift the elbows. Gardasana, arms hinging forward. Back up through center. I'm going to keep the sits bones down. I'm going to absorb those right ribs into the body. So I'm leaning, right? And keep reaching, leaning towards the left. Keep those ribs absorbing in so you're not crunching, right? And then as I exhale, left forearm down, right arm might reach over, maybe butterfly kiss. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale up through center, I'm going to pat myself on the back with that right hand, grab the elbow with my left. And then absorb those left ribs in, lean over to the right. I'm going to let that right arm come down, maybe butterfly kiss. Back up through center. As I exhale, left foot comes to the floor. I'm going to scooch my sits bones in and reach that right arm to sky. As I exhale, twist. Just trying to get that tricep in towards the sole of the foot. Exhale, come on back through center. And I'm going to set my feet up like Supta Baddha Konasana and roll it down. Take your time, breathing here. Breath nice and smooth. Hanumanasana, happy baby. Bringing left heel in, reaching the right leg away. Just moving through nice and easy. Taking your time. Never rush in your practice, right? Left foot, Ardha Hanumanasana, right foot comes nice and long on the mat. If the leg doesn't like to go down, you can bring the sole of the foot to the floor, totally fine. Breathing here. As I exhale, I'm gonna let go of this foot. Bring the heel towards the sits bones, and then just see if I can reach that foot across the body. I'm gonna grab the top of the foot with my right hand. I'm trying to bring the heel on the right side of my belly button, so it's above the hip point. Just reach the knee away. Now some people, this flops out to the side super easy. Right toes are turned out towards the right. As I exhale, I'm going to reach that right leg to sky, turn toes turned out, and bend the knee and just see what happens. Maybe you can see where you touch. Then reach that leg nice and long. I'm going to find that number 4 here. Plug that right leg bone into the socket. Keep reaching the inner left knee away. Maybe hug the leg. Did I do that? Reach those arms nice and long and just see if you can round the shoulders. Toes are going to hug around. Left toes around that right arm. Find your beach ball and roll it towards you a few times. Good breathing here. I'm going to reach that nice and long, and then with my next inhale, I'm going to find that Navasana variation. Drawing low back and a neck. Double pigeon, left shin over the right. All right, so the legs are like genie arms. Left arm underneath the right. Maybe elbows cross. Yogidsdasana, arms come on forward. Absorb those left ribs into the body. Keep the left sits bones grounded. Try to keep the right side waist long. And then maybe right arm comes down, left arm up and over. Lean back with that left shoulder blade. Inhale back through center. As I exhale, I'm going to pat myself on the back. Left triceps reaching forward, belly's in. Absorb those right ribs into the body. Breathing here. Maybe left forearm down, right arm reaches over. Back up through center. Find that number 4. Scooch my sits bones in a little bit. Reach that left arm to sky. And as I exhale, I'm going to twist. Breathing here. Trying to let the left ribs move towards the right, reaching the sternum up towards the sky. Exhale, come on out through center. I'm going to rock the baby and roll it down. I think I forgot this before. Shins moving parallel towards your top of the mat, left sits bones towards the bottom of the mat. So left sits bones going that way, and the shin is moving this way. Push that left foot in towards the right hand. Should feel pretty awesome right here. Good, then as I exhale, Supta Baddha Konasana one more time. Breathing here. Hanumanasana, happy baby pose. Reach that left leg long on the mat, Hanumanasana. Nice deep inhale here as I exhale, belly button to spine. I'm gonna lift the shoulder blades. Maybe make a letter C with my right hand connected to my calf and see if I can bring that shoulder, that knee over the shoulder. Breathing here. And then I'm just gonna reach the arms out to the side, lift that left leg. Come on up to a Navasana variation. Breathing here. And bring the right knee over the shoulder, plant my palms, straighten the arms, elephant trunk, hook the ankles, Ekapadagalavasana, check out your toes. Nice deep inhale here as I exhale. I'm gonna come on back and see if I can rock the baby. Breathing here. Now from here, I'm gonna kick my butt with that heel, turning the knee out, see if I can bring the heel into the left side of my belly button. This is my more sensitive knee, so I want to be careful. Take a nice deep inhale here and just maybe bring that left ankle underneath the right. I might stay here and I might stay here right now. If it's interesting, you can take a little half circle or like a little quarter turn, reaching that right knee out towards the right. And see if you can bring that ankle in for your lotus. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm gonna come on out. And then I'm gonna reach that right leg nice and long, Yogidsdasana. Now, I know it's been a while, but this knee is still not 100%, so I'm not going to force Padmasana. Breathing here, coming on up as I exhale. Ekapadagalavasana, maybe that wasn't the last time. Breathing here. Hanumanasana, I'm going to keep that left foot in, Hanumanasana. As I exhale, I'm going to lift the shoulder blades, make a letter C with my left hand connected to my calf, and just bring that knee over the shoulder. I'm going to reach the arms out to the side and come on up to a Navasana variation by lifting the chest. And I'm going to let that knee come over the shoulder again, plant the palms. Nice deep inhale here, straighten your arms, hook the ankle around. Squeeze the legs together as you bend the elbows, Ekapadagalavasana. Exhale, come on out. Bring that elbow, what did we do? Oh, I just brought the knee into Padmasana, so I'm gonna kick my, bring the heel towards the sits bones. All right, right toes turn out. I'm gonna fit that heel on the outside of the right knee. Trying to reach this inner knee away. And as I exhale, maybe just stack the knee on top of the ankle, if that's okay for me. Little turn, and I might bend that right knee a little bit more. And bring it in for my Padmasana. All right, breathing here. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, gently unwind. And I'm going to extend that left leg and turn that right knee out, Yogidsdasana. Drawing the low back in, reaching the sternum forward. Breathing here. Then inhale, come on up. As I exhale, cross the ankles over and come to my all fours. And just start to warm up the spine a little bit. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Hanumanasana, downward facing dog. Right leg's gonna reach. I'm gonna open the hip, couple hip circles. Look over under my left arm, see if I can see my toes, breathing here. Maybe stretching into that left calf a little bit. Maybe finding a little bit of balance. And then as I exhale, give that right knee a smooch. Step it up next to your thumb. And let that left knee come down, reach those toes away. I'm just gonna move into the psoas a little bit on that left side. And then take the hands to the thigh, breathe into the back of the body. So belly scoops in, the entire spine moves back as the hips move down. Doing a PNF on the psoas. So the heel and the knee are scooching towards each other as I sink the hips lower. So you have a stretch and muscle engagement. At the same time, maybe open the arms like a cactus. Fingertips towards the floor. And then as I exhale, Hanumanasana. Right toes to sky. I'm just going to walk it forward into Uttanapradasana. My right toes are going to turn out, and I'm going to make this a stretchy one. And then elbow or palm to the floor, backstroke with that right arm. If the hand is over the left leg, you can bend the left knee. Bring the heel towards the outer hip, roll back and forth across the quads. You can feel that stretch there, and then allow a little extension. Kick the foot into the hand, open up, lean back, making space between sternum and pubic bone. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, right hand comes around. Let's tuck those left toes. Gently step it back, Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Breathing here. Exhale, Hanumanasana, downward facing dog. Left leg reaches, open the hip, couple hip circles, one or two each direction. Check out your toes, stretch into the right calf by bringing the heel down. Maybe find a little balance here, maybe. Exhale, left knee to chest. Step it up next to your thumb. Right knee comes down, reach those toes away. And just let yourself explore the psoas on the right side a little bit. Take the hands to the thigh. Breathe into the back of the body. Lifting on up. Shoulder blades lifting the heart. 1, 2, 3, fingertips towards the floor. Exhale. Hanumanasana. Feeling the stretch in the meat of the hamstrings. So not your knee, not your sits bones attachment or anything. Exhale. Left toes turn out as you sink down. If you want a stretchy one, you can always tuck the back toes if you want to make it about strength. Find your position. This is the target. Coming up to your elbow or your palm or hand on a block. Backstroke that left arm, hands over that right knee. Bend that knee. Bring the heel towards the outer hip. Roll in and out so you can feel all the quadriceps get a little bit of stretch. And then kick that foot into the hand, opening the hearts, leaning back. Exhale, gently release. I'm going to tuck those right toes. And step it back, Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, Padmasana, downward facing dog. The right leg, open the hip. Maybe lift that left heel. Maybe see how far your toes want to explore. Come up, Karasana. Pushing into the feet, pushing into the palm. Reaching that right arm overhead as you lift. Exhale, take it back around, three-legged dog. Step that foot up next to your thumb. Left knee comes down, reach those toes away. Hanumanasana. I'm going to switch it up, bring that right foot down, tuck those left toes. Turn around, walk through Padmasana. Turn the left toes out and bend into that left knee for Skandasana. Right toes to sky. If you like to bind this up, go ahead. Breathing here. Push into that left foot. And let's take a nice parallel torso for Padmasana. Reach those arms forward. Exhale, hands come to the earth. Walk yourself out for a giant puppy pose. Heels stay on the floor. Let your arms go wide so you can really sink in. Good, inhale, lift the heels. You're gonna bring the inner knees the mat, ankles parallel, or ankles right underneath the knees, so perpendicular actually. Lift the belly button and reach your sits bones towards the right side of your mat. Stretching the inner thighs. Big toes to touch. Walk your hands in. And you're going to push down with your palms and bring the inner knees either wide angle forward fold or to Bakasana. And then spread the legs. Walk it around. Then from here, let's take a standing split. So standing on that right leg, rolling that left inner thigh to sky. Right, firming the outer hips. Maybe lift that right heel. Exhale, bring the heel down. Maybe do it again. And then let that left foot come to the earth, just where it happens to land. Coming on up. So make sure your hips can be like headlights towards the top of the mat. Breathing in, all right. Reach the arms out to the side, turn the thumbs down. Reverse prayer if you can do it. Knuckles together if you can't. Breathing here. Belly button in, and we're just going to come straight forward. Until you feel your hamstrings. Keep hinging. Good. As you exhale, come up halfway, plant your palms. Reach that right leg to sky, maybe hop that left foot in a little bit. Look right in between your hands. Forearms towards each other, biceps away, triceps back of the room. And maybe find a pickup. Maybe not. Move it through your vinyasa. If you find it and you hold it, keep your arms straight, 5 breaths. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Reach that left leg, open the hip. Maybe lift the right heel. Maybe come onto your fingertips. See how far you want to explore. Kamatkarasana if it's interesting. My hard side. Breathing here. Take it back around. Exhale. Step that foot up. Breathing here, right knee comes down, Ardha Hanumanasana. Bring that foot down, you're going to tuck the right toes, walk it around through Padmasana, and then right toes towards the kitty corner of the mat. Bending into the right knee, left toes to sky, Skandasana. Push into that right foot, come through center. Reach it on forward. As you exhale, bring the hands down, you're going to turn the toes in. And then take your hands to the thigh. Sink in nice and low. Let that right shoulder come in towards the middle. Back to center. Left shoulder comes in. Back to center. Oop. Knees and toes in the same line, sinking in. Goddess pose. Nice and low. Maybe lift the heels. Bring the heels down. I'm going to straighten the legs. Turn the toes forward and find your standing split. Rolling right underneath the sky, firming the outer hips. Maybe come to releve on that left foot to lift the heel. Exhale, bring it down. And right foot comes down. Root to rise. You want to square your hips towards the top of the mat. Breathing here. Arms out to the side, setting up for Padmasana. Coming on forward. You want to feel your hamstrings. Keep extending the spine rather than rounding it. Exhale, your hands come to the floor. Reach the left leg to sky. Maybe hop the right foot in a little bit. And see if you can find your pickup. Try to keep your arms straight. Okay, inhale, extend, exhale, fold. Root to rise for circles as you come on up. Yogidsdasana, exhale, samastihi. Finding your Tadasana. Reach that right arm to sky, grab your wrist with your left hand and lift out of the waist. Can you reach the left shoulder towards the left side a little more as you push down with the feet a little more? Inhale back through center. As you exhale, pat yourself on the back with that right arm. Reach that left hand around. Maybe you find full Gomukhasana arms. Maybe it's just the idea. Inversions. Breathe into the low back as you lengthen the tailbone. Lift the low ribs off the back waist. Exhale, come on back up and let's lift that right knee and cross it over as high as you can. Right arm underneath the left for Yogidsdasana. Nice deep inhale here as you exhale. Maybe find a number 4, funky Yogidsdasana. And just see if you can hold on to this leg. You're going to close the knee joint, glide the heel up to the left side of the belly button. You can hold the foot with your left hand, reach the knee away. As you exhale, see if you find the bind as you fold forward. Gently release, number 4, funky Yogidsdasana, and then set it up for Ekapadagalavasana. You're gonna let your palms come down, snuggle the toes around that left arm, get the right shin into your right armpit. Send that left leg away. Exhale through your vinyasa, nice and light. Inhale, Cobra up dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Turn the left toes out, step the right foot up. Inhale, Yogidsdasana 1. Exhale, don't overthink. Yogidsdasana 2. Left arm down, right arm to sky, breathing here. Maybe forearm to the thigh, Tita Parsva Konasana. Let the left hand come behind you. Bring that right hand to the inside. Breathing here. Maybe bind it up. And then as you exhale, gently release. Right hand to the outside, left arm up and over. exhale, unwind. Hanumanasana. If you're starting to feel a little bit more open, you can move into full Hanumanasana. You can use your blocks, right? No need to force. Roll that left inner thigh to sky. Keep your arms nice and straight, pushing into your hand. See if you can get PNF. Hug the legs together. Lift in the perineal floor. Hold that, and then gently release. As you exhale, come on out. Bring that right foot to the floor and just heel toe that right foot over to the left, opening up for pigeon prep. Walk your hands in. Undulate the spine a little bit. 3, 2, 1. And let yourself come on down. Exhale. Right shoulder comes inside the longitudinal arch. Maybe stack the hands. Coming back to your center. And then gently unwind, finding Janushirshasana one more time. Breathing here. As I exhale, I'm going to turn the left toes out, right? So not to the sky, turn them out. I'm going to kick my butt with that right foot. Just see if I can lift it up and gently bring it across, right heel towards the left belly button, keeping that inner knee reaching away. And then as I exhale, I'm going to roll it down one vertebra at a time. Just try to keep that action. If it's interesting to you, you can lift that left leg, again, toes turn out. I don't think I'm going to get that far with this leg. I'm going to bend the knee. Ideally, the heel will come inside, but I don't think it's going to on this side. And then I'm just going to reach the legs nice and long no matter what I've got. So I want to feel the stretch here. You might feel it outside your legs as well. Okay. Gently unwind, be nice and sweet to yourself. Legs to sky, do a couple ankle circles. Navasana boat pose. And then come on through however you want to make your way to down dog. Left foot steps in, right leg to sky. Find your pickup. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, doing wrist circles the weird way. Yogidsdasana. Exhale, Samasthi. All right, reach that left arm to sky. Lift up with the right hand. Absorb those left ribs in and lean, lean, lean. Can you Keep that left foot grounded as you really lift the right ribs like you're trying to reach the right rib cage, the top of the right rib cage towards the right side. Inhale back through center. Pat yourself on the back. Breathing here. Gomukhasana arms, reaching that right hand around. Absorb those two floating ribs in the front and lift out of the waist. And then open up. Hanumanasana. Exhale, come on back up. You're going to lift that left knee, cross it over as high as you can for Yogidsdasana. Left arm goes under the right. Good. Breathing here. Make it number 4. Exhale, you're going to sink it in and then just hold the foot. And as I stand back up, I'm going to root into that right foot to rise. I'm going to bring this heel with me and see if I can bring the left heel outside the right belly button. I'm going to hold it with my right hand as I reach that left hand around. Exhale, sink it in. Maybe you find the bind. Folding in. Maybe hold the calf. Gently release, micro bend that right knee to come on up, and then find your number 4. Left ankle over the right knee, sink it back, funky Yogidsdasana. Get your palms to the earth. Hug the toes towards the outer left arm. Breathing here, kick your butt with your right heel. Extend that leg away. Ekapadagalavasana. Exhale, right foot comes down through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, and Virabhadrasana 1. Left foot towards the top of the mat. Breathing here. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse your warrior. Forearm to thigh, Uttita Parsva Konasana. Keep that left hip scooching under. Maybe let the hand come to the inside as you reach that right hand around. Reach underneath for the bind. Lean back. And then nice and easy, let that left hand come to the outside, reaching that right arm overhead. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, unwind. I'm going to pivot that back heel and just heel toe that left foot over towards the right, bringing the right shin down, setting yourself up for pigeon prep. Make sure it's set up for your bone structure. So some of you, heel moves in towards the groin. Some of you, the leg becomes super, even beyond parallel, out to the side. All right, some of you are more on the shin. Exhale, folding in, inhale. 3, 2, 1. And let yourself hang out a little bit. Nice, put a blanket underneath your left hip if you like. Make it a twist, bringing that shoulder all the way across. Stack the hands, lean back. Exhale, unwind, and I'm just going to I'm going to lean left so I can bring that right leg nice and long, setting up for Janushirshasana. I'm going to come on up and I'm going to turn the right toes out and bring that left heel to the outside of the right belly button. I might hold it with my hand. As I exhale, I'm going to roll it out. Take your time. Lean that inner right knee away from the body. Maybe lift that, inner left knee away from the body. Lift that right leg. Still externally rotating, the knees going out towards the right side of the mat. I'm going to do some ankle circles. As I get that foot in for Padmasana. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm going to take my hands to my glutes. I'm going to take it to the outer hips, right, on my elbows a little bit. And I'm going to very gently take my time. Bringing those thighs to the earth. Exhale, hinge back up, gently unwind. It's been a minute since I've done that. Ankle circles. Nice deep inhale here, reach the hands forward. Navasana boat pose. Make your way to your vinyasa. Alright, right foot steps in, reach that left leg to sky. Find your pickup. Inhale, extend the spine, exhale, fold. Wrist circles coming all the way up. Yogidsdasana, exhale, Samasthihi. Allow yourself to find your breath. Oh, I forgot Hanumanasana, didn't I? I'll have to work that in. Should you my easier side too. Sorry. All right, breathing here, reaching up with the right arm. Nice lateral stretch. Exhale. Anavatasana, standing back bend with Gomukhasana arms. Exhale, unwind. Right knee lifts up for Garudasana. Right arm underneath the left. Exhale, find that number 4. Funky Utkatasana. You can keep the arms for the moment. And then as you unwind the arms, see if you can snuggle that right tricep into the right foot. Maybe fly the arms Maybe look up. Exhale, unwind that. Root your eyes, come to stand and see if you can bring that right heel to the outside of the left knee as much as it's comfortable. Folding in. And then number 4, see if you can set it up for Ekapadagalavasana. So chest is leaning towards the top of the mat, left leg is reaching away. Exhale, bring that foot down through your vinyasa. Inhale, Cobra Up Dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, Downward Facing Dog. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse warrior. Bind it up. Baddha Trikonasana. Using the left foot to straighten the right leg, lean back. Exhale, rebend into the knee. Right hand comes to the outside, left arm overhead. Bring that hand down. Okay, I'm going to do Ardha Hanumanasana here because I did Hanumanasana before. So we'll put Hanumanasana on side 2 this time. Exhale, rebend into that knee and heel toe that foot over to the left for pigeon prep. Exhale, come on down. Reach across for the twist. Unwind. Lean right so you can set up for Yogidsdasana. And then come on up. And as much as it's comfortable, this is my hard side for this. Reach the inner right knee away. Lift the left leg as much as you can. So it's not going to work for me on this side. Right? I'm not going to force that at all. It's not good practice. So just letting the inner knee reach away from the body is enough kind of weight to get that opening for now. Ankle circles, goes pops and wiggles out. Navasana boat pose. And I'm gonna let that right ankle come over the left knee because we've done this twist a few times. In various ways. Reaching that right arm to sky as I exhale. I'm going to come all the way across. Right? Just see how far you can go. If the foot is in the armpit, you can probably reach around for Yogidsdasana. And maybe you reach the left hand around and then the right and find a bind kind of outside the waist. It might be more accessible. Just see how that feels. Maybe bring the hands down, finding some variations. Exhale nice and easy, come on out. Making your way through your vinyasa. Maybe you go straight to down dog. Maybe you come through Hanumanasana. Be nice and easy on that back bend because you've done a lot of forward folds. And actually, let's bring the thighs to the floor and come on down. I think this will help handstands a little bit. Right arm's gonna reach out to the right between, for me it does, usually between 1 and 3. Stretching pec minor, also stretching into like where the biceps tendon is. Back through center. Let's take that to the other side. This side's between 11 and 9. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stepping that left foot up, right leg to sky. Inhale, extend, exhale, fold. Wrist circles the weird way, command up, Yogidsdasana, exhale, someone's teeth. Breathing here. See what I'm doing on time. Oh, over an hour already. My time flies. All right, left arm lifts, absorb those left ribs in. Find that nice stretch, so stretchy. Reaching. Exhale back through center. Pat yourself on the back of the left arm. Reach around with the right. Breathing here. Hanumanasana with Gomukhasana. Arms relax your glutes. Exhale, come on up. Left knee lifts nice and high, cross it over. Gardasana, left arm under right. Okay, number 4, sink into those hips. Grab the foot and glide it up. So you're in Padmasana. Fold it in. Come on back up. Funky Yogidsdasana, sinking into those hips and just let that left arm come all the way across. Maybe fly the arms. Exhale and wind. Ekapadagalavasana. Really snuggle that shin into your armpit. Hug the toes. Reach that right leg away. Through your vinyasa. And then Yogidsdasana 1. Breathing here. Exhale, Yogidsdasana 2. Reverse. Finding bind. straightening the leg if you like. Baddha Trikonasana. Exhale, rebend into that left knee. Let the left hand come to the outside. Arm overhead. And then bring that hand down. You're just going to heel toe that left foot towards the right, setting up for your pigeon prep. On side 2. Inhale here, exhale, come on down. Find your twist, let that shoulder come all the way across. Stack the hands. Gently unwind. Ardha Hanumanasana. You can stay there if you like. Hands on blocks. And maybe glide it out. Full Hanumanasana, hugging the legs together, and then letting yourself sink a little deeper. Exhale, come on out. Oh. Okay. We're going to come on out of that. Find your pigeon prep. Find your twist. I went out of order. Then as I exhale, I'm going to come on up. I'm going to lean to the left. Let that right foot come around. There we are. Heaven forbid I get the order right. Left ankle, come over the right knee, scoot yourself in. Left arm to sky as you exhale. Coming all the way across. If the foot is in the armpit, you can reach around, find your Yogidsdasana. You can play with variations, maybe finding the hands, maybe bringing the palms down. Exhale, coming out. I'm going to reach that right leg nice and long, turning the toes out, and I'm going to bring that left heel in towards the outside of that right belly button. Breathing here. And hold on to that. Say exhale, lay it down. Keep reaching that inner right knee, or inner left knee away from the body. Maybe bring that right leg to sky, maybe bend the knee. Ankle circles as I snuggle that leg in. Knee as tight as you can. You might even help it with your hands a little bit.
As you exhale, land on down. This is actually prep to take your Padmasana into an inversion, which I'm not going to do today, I don't think. But it's so you can get the lines straighter. Yeah. Push into your elbows to come on out. Maybe take a rest, ankles to sky. Good, breathing here. Navasana boat pose. Then I'm going to come into the same side because it's easier. I'm going to bring that left ankle across to the right, turning those right toes out. Ardha Padmasana, finding that little half turn, maybe letting this right foot come on in. Breathing here. You can reach around for a half bind. Try to square the chest. I've never been able to get the double bind, so I'm not going to pretend I can. I'm going to gently release that. And then from here, come onto my elbows. Bring those thighs down. Vatsayasana. Fish pose. Exhale, unwind. I'm not even going to attempt it on side two. Well, I might attempt it, but I know I'm not going to force it. Savasana, come on up. And so, folding the right knee in, opening that knee out to the side, heel towards the left side of my belly button. I know this is, I can feel my knee here, and so I know this is plenty. I don't need to go forward. Folding the left knee in, I just have the knee on top of the ankle, and that's enough for me, right? And then as I exhale, coming on down, I might be able to keep that and just bring the top of the head to the floor. Exhale, root into your elbows to come out. Right, so it's just like a prelim preparation. Even if it used to be easy. Breathing here, being nice to my knees. Let's take some twists. I'm gonna reach the right knees over towards the right shoulder. Reach out with my left arm. Back through center, left knees towards the left shoulder. Reach out with the right arm. Back through center, I'm just going to stretch the psoas a little bit. So I'm going to find a block and I'm going to place it on the low one, right underneath my sacrum. I'm going to reach the right leg long and then the left. Nice and easy here. Super easy stretch. Hip points and ribs drawing towards each other, but you can still feel really nice right in that psoas area. Chin is lifted. And then I'm going to kind of scooch back on the block a little bit so it's closer to my tailbone, and you can see there's space underneath there, right? There's like air under the block. Okay, let's see. So I can really let the belly be super soft. I'm gonna take my fingers and grab my hip points and just push my fingers in. I'm going underneath the belly button entirely, going way deep into the abs. And I'm going to let my fingers massage the iliacus muscle right on the side, right on the inside of the hip point, and go even deeper into the psoas and maybe even transverse abdominis. Really letting yourself explore in there. And then as I exhale, I might just let my fingers come right underneath the floating ribs, very gently, moving nice and easy. Giving the diaphragm a massage. And as I exhale, just going to take like a supine forward fold, bring that block out. And then set myself up for a nice easy pranayama. Right? Nice deep inhale, exhale. My next inhale, I'm just going to breathe into the belly and hold. Breathe into the ribs and hold. Breathe into the chest, hold at the top. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly button moves to spine, hold the breath out. Nice, easy inhale and exhale. Again, same. Inhale, belly, hold, ribs, pause, chest, pause at the top. Exhale like a wave, chest, ribs, belly. Hold the breath out. Easy inhale and exhale. And once again, breathe into the belly, hold. Breathe into the ribs and hold. Breathe into the chest, hold at the top. Exhale like a wave, chest, ribs, belly. Easy recovery. Easy prepare. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, hold at the top. Exhale, chest. Empty ribs. Pause. Belly button to spine, hold the breath out. Easy recovery. And again. Inhale like a wave. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly button to spine, perineal floor lifts in and up.
Release. Recover. Inhale like a wave. Exhale, chest. Empty ribs. Belly button to spine. Gently release. Let the breath go, let the practice go. breath cycle, begin to bring some awareness back to the breath. Take a nice deep inhale in, exhale through the mouth. Start to move the fingers and toes, doing some wrist and ankle circles. Reaching out through the arms and legs. When you're ready in your own time, bring your knees to chest. Maybe pick a side of the body to roll onto. Make your way up to a nice comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall.
Allow yourself to sit on a blanket or a santosha pillow, something, or block, something that's going to lift you up a little bit.
Elbows underneath the shoulders. I'm going to end with Loka Samasta Sukhi no Bhavantu 3 times. Om Shanti 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 1 time. And then an Om. Loka Samasta Sukhi no Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhi no Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhi no Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hands to your head center. Thumbs to third eye. Namaste, Yogins. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for playing.